Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to find equivalent or net resistance of circuits having group of resistors in series or parallel combinations. You may already be knowing how to deal with simple arrangements of series and parallel combinations. But you might be wondering that in real life, are circuits so simple? You must have seen the Diwali lightings in that so many small light bulbs are connected in quite a complicated way. You might also have seen the complex network of wires in domestic fuse box. In these situations and many others, there are equipments having resistance connected in a complex way. Then how do engineers and technicians figure out the calculations here? Obviously, simply knowing how to solve series or parallel combinations is not enough. We might also find some complicated resistance circuits in our exams as well. Let me show you one circuit like that. Here we have three sections. The upper having 4 ohm, middle a group of 6 and 3 ohm resistors, and in lower section we have an ideal battery of 12 volt. Could you make out the equivalent resistance value just by using simple formula of series and parallel combinations? No. Not at all, it's not so simple. I'll tell you a simple procedure to simplify the complexity. But before going deeper into that, let's quickly revise about parallel and series combinations of resistors. As you may remember, 2 or more resistors are said to be in series if the same stream of current flows through each one of them. In series, the net resistance is given by R net equals to R1 plus R2. The current is same, that is I1 equals to I2 equals to I. And the potential difference across the two resistors is divided in the ratio proportional to the resistance, that is delta V1 upon delta V2 equals to R1 by R2. And the total potential difference is given by delta V1 plus delta V2 equals to delta V net. Now, 2 or more resistors are said to be in parallel if they all have the same potential difference. In parallel, the net resistance is given by 1 by R net equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. The potential difference is the same, that is delta V1 equals to delta V2 equals to delta V net. And the current is divided in the ratio inverse to the ratio of resistances, that is I1 upon I2 equals to R2 upon R1. And the total current is given by I1 plus I2 equals to I net. Now let's come back to understand the procedure to solve the complex combination. The first step is to identify which resistors or set in the circuit are connected in simple series or simple parallel and simplify them using the equivalent value results discussed. The second step is to redraw the circuit, replacing each of those series of parallel resistors combinations identified in step 1 with a single equivalent value resistor. The third step is to keep repeating step 1 and 2 until the entire circuit is reduced to one equivalent resistor value. Let's now apply this procedure over this example which I took up earlier. Here points A, B, C have the same potential. Points F, G, H also have the same potential. So you can see that the 4 ohm resistor and this set of resistors seem to be connected across the same potential difference. Therefore, this 4 ohm resistor seems to be in parallel with this whole set of resistors. Let's first simplify this group of resistors. Since A, B have same potential and D, E also are at same potential, so this 6 ohm resistor and this 3 ohm resistor have the same potential difference and can be taken as parallel. Now as we know, when two resistors are in parallel, then the net resistance is given by 1 by R net equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So here 1 by R net equals to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. On solving this, you will get the net resistance as 2 ohm. So now we can replace this 2 with a resistor of 2 ohm value. You can also see that D and E are at same potential and G and H are also at the same potential. So these 3 ohm and 6 ohm resistances are also across the same potential difference and hence they are in parallel. And just like before, we can calculate their net resistance and its value will come out to be same, that is 2 ohm. Now you can see that whatever stream of current flows through this 2 ohm resistor will be same as the current through the other 2 ohm resistor. So both of these will be in series. As you know, for series connections, R net equals to R1 plus R2. So we can replace these two with a resistor of 4 ohm value. Now we have reduced the whole set in the middle into a single resistor of 4 ohm value. As you can see, this 4 ohm resistor is in parallel with the one at top. Didn't we predict at the start that the whole set in the middle is in parallel with 4 ohm resistor at top? So now we can simply combine them using formula for parallel resistors. So 1 by R net equals to 1 by 4 ohm plus 1 by 4 ohm and the value comes out to be 2 ohm. So the whole circuit turns out to have a net resistance of 2 ohm. We can replace the complete circuit we started with by a 2 ohm resistor and we can say that the whole circuit has an equivalent or net resistance of 2 ohm. So that's how we can find the equivalent resistance of a complex combination of resistors in series and parallel. Stay tuned to learn more, score more, study hard, study smart, and be a genius.